guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. Today is a busy day at Del Rey Watch. We're getting a new office, or rather, moving out of your spare bedroom into a real office in a couple weeks, and we're packing a bunch of shit up, excuse the language, and we have a whole bunch of watches in as well. But today, I wanted to talk with you, because you've been obviously my partner for a while, and I wanted to discuss what are the most requested watches we get here at Del Rey. What is the watch, or what are the watches that people call us the most about?
That's a good one.
But before we get started, of course, go check out delreywatch.com. We just got a few new beauties. Solid rose gold Lind Verdelin moon phase.
That's awesome.
This is a sick watch. A never worn before Planet Ocean on a strap, and an America's Cup Omega Speedmaster, which actually is fantastic value considering it's a chrono.
Right. You don't see those a lot.
Especially because a lot of people, they don't like the skeleton hands. This has the sword hands. And actually, I hope you don't even want to see that part of the room. It's just watch boxes. But yeah, what do people ask us about the most? But actually, what are you wearing? Because you just bought a new watch.
I did. I recently added a watch to the collection. It's a Jaeger triple date.
Nice.
It's the 37 though. I do have smaller wrists, 6.5-inch wrist, so I can't pull off the 40mm dress watch. I tried, but I had to go for kind of the retro 37 look.
It's those bitch wrists, man.
But hey, it allows me to wear a watch like this.
It's true. I do love that watch. I mean, I'm still rocking the PAM 111, and yeah, I'll let next episode stick around to the announcement of my new watch. Something happened, and I'll fill you guys in next episode, though, I promise.
You got a new watch?
Well, you know the watch I ordered for myself, but then other people kept wanting it, and I'm trying to keep everybody happy. I'll fill you guys in next episode. But John, what would you say? Because you answer a lot of the phone calls. What are some of the watches that everybody seems to ask for?
Well, obviously you have the stainless steel sports Rolex models,
Yeah.
but I would have to say probably the most requested watch is some variant of the Omega Speedmaster, probably the professional.
No, everybody wants
the Hesalite
the
crystal, the professional. Everyone wants it. They want a full kit. They want all the trinkets. We get a few calls per week for that watch.
Well, I think there's a reason, and we're like $300 cheaper than everybody else every time we have that watch.
When we have that watch, and we have that watch for 15 minutes because we have a waiting list.
Yeah, it's true. Everybody kind of wants a Speedy. I get calls for the Tintin, we get calls for the Schumachers, we get calls for the Snoopies.
The anniversaries.
The Mars, man on Mars, or whatever, Moon to Mars.
Every Speedy.
And to the point where, at this point, when we buy a Speedmaster, it doesn't even make it on the website.
Rarely.
We literally have a list of people, and we call them. When they come in, we just kind of call them.
A list of Speedy requests.
Exactly.
In a spreadsheet.
It's nuts.
You wouldn't think about it, but this is a thing.
To the point where you were actually shopping in Costco the other day.
I was.
And you called, it was like 10 p.m. And you called me and you're like, dude, there's a Speedy at Costco.
There was a Speedy at Costco.
And it was priced fairly.
It was priced very reasonably.
And you drove all the way home because they didn't take Amex to grab a Visa card to go buy it.
And then they announced on the overhead, we have someone buying an expensive item at 10 o'clock at night, walking through a dark parking lot to your car.
With the Speedmaster.
We got the Speedy.
And it found a new home. Guys, actually, believe it or not, Costco, I'm not so sure I want to shop there regularly for watches, but they had a pretty fair price on the Speedmaster.
It was very fair.
So there's that. And actually, do you know what else? We're not going to mention Submariners because everybody wants a Submariner, so we're just dropping that. Do you know what we also have a big waiting list for?
What are you going to say?
The JLC sector dial. If I get one more, and it's impossible. We only had one of them, and I mean that actually sold to a friend of the the channel. Shout out to Adam K at Properly Wound. Hope you're enjoying it. But it's impossible to find. I can't source that watch right now.
And if you can find it, it's going to be unfairly priced.
Yeah, that is true, and we don't really like to do that all that often. I mean, so it's a tough one. And actually, there's another one you were telling me about earlier, which I'm a little shocked about.
The PAM 000?
Well, yeah, or any base PAM. Right?
I can't believe it. We get requests for base model Panerais to this day.
And the reason that it's unbelievable, and I'm gonna specify here, is because the price and the popularity of Panerai is in the gutter, right? It's like it's never been this unpopular. They've never gone this cheap. However, even with all of that, we still get a lot of requests.
People want the kits. The requests are a lot of times for the full kits, and Panerai is meant to be worn.
Well, yeah, and also nobody trusts a Panerai without papers. The replicas out there are too good.
It's true.
But it's a little kind of weird, you know. People are always saying, oh, you know, Panerai's not doing really well, and actually on the forums, they're not really commanding a premium, but people are still calling about them.
It's true.
That's kind of funny. And actually, also Tudor, lots of Black Bay requests.
Black Bay requests.
Pelagos requests.
Pelagos requests.
One guy was funny. He's like, hey, can you source me the Herods? And I'm like, sure, I can.
Almost more than stainless steel sports Rolex. Almost more.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know, man. I mean, I guess this is all typical. You guys would probably expect this, but I don't know. I mean, of course, stainless steel sports models, but I would never think Speedies would be that popular, and quickly followed by JLC sector dials, huh?
It's hard to believe.
It's kind of, I mean, I think it's just because it's such a good damn value.
And there's not that many floating around.
There really aren't that many floating around. Huh. Anyway, if we could stock a store full of sector dials and Speedies, we'd be rich. I'll tell you that right now.
But we can't.
Yeah, that is true. Anyway, fellas, shorter little episode today. Thank you so much. It's going to be a little bit of a tight schedule the next couple of weeks. We're moving to a new office. And, you know, actually, when we get it, we should do a little office tour.
We'll do a tour.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of fun.
The pile of sector dials.
The pile of wishes, you know, that we wish we had. But, fellas, thank you so much, and please don't forget to check out delraywatch.com. Link in the description below. And, of course, don't forget to like and subscribe, especially if you think his hair is ridiculous. And we'll catch you
or
in the
if you like it.
Oh, God.